Who here managed to get tickets to watch Bleach in the cinema this June? I'm so jealous. The first 3 episodes of Bleach 1000 Year Blood War Part 4, The Calamity, are getting a theatrical screening in Japan and in the US from June 25th to the 29th this year. But the rest of us will have to wait until the series premieres in July, after the theater run. It made me realize just how long we've been waiting for this final part. To think that the series has actually been running for nearly 4 years. Part 1, The Blood Warfare, was released back in October 2022. And then Part 2, The Separation, 9 months later in July 23. Part 3, The Conflict, was released more than a year after that in October 2024. And finally, Part 4, The Calamity, starting in July 26. That's almost 2 years since the last part. That wait time was absolutely brutal, especially considering the expectation for Part 4 is insanely high. Are you guys looking forward to this final part of the series? Do you think this anime still holds your attention after all this time? Bleach was very first released back in 2004. I honestly feel like some of you weren't even born. The original anime ran until 2012, and then 1000 Year Blood War came back after a 10-year gap. Yet it still somehow pulled a huge hype worldwide. Here we are in 2026 still talking about it like this. How many anime could disappear for a decade and still come back this strong? No wonder Bleach is still considered one of the big 3 anime. And have you heard about talks around a slightly different or extended ending? I believe the overall end of the story will remain the same. Ichigo and Yuhaba's overall fate will probably remain intact. But people are also wondering if this director's cut approach means the journey becomes longer and more detailed. I can't give too much detail here without hinting what happened in the manga compared to the anime, but I do agree parts of the manga ending felt a bit rushed. I love to see more aftermath and more emotional closure of characters that we've been following for years. Wouldn't you agree? If Kubo is genuinely involved though, honestly I have pretty high hopes. One thing I am really excited about is the possibility of setup of another brand new arc. Back in 2021, Kubo released a one-shot called No Breath from Hell, which takes place after the final chapter. A lot of fans believe Part 4 could include references or setup for that story. That would be honestly so awesome because it would be brand new material that even manga readers never got. At the moment, my biggest expectation for Part 4 isn't whether they will rewrite the ending or not, it's whether they can actually land the ending. Bleach is one of the big 3 anime. The final season has to end well. Can they actually deliver? The expectations are absolutely insane. The pressure of this ending is heavier than the spiritual pressure of the entire Gote 13 combined. Subscribe and leave me a comment below. What are your expectations for The Calamity? Do you think this anime is going to give us that ending Kubo originally wanted? Let me know what are you looking for the most in this final chapter of 1000 Year Blood War.